Well, it's dirty and it's brown, it's a little undown, like I just got it out of middle lost and found. Trying to test it, drum infested, stained by food, partially digested. Nobody can say what you find between the dirty couch gushers that have never been clean. Missing keys or American cheese, trying to sit where the kiss will conceive. Pleasure to meet ya, we're happy to see ya in the nasty Futon.
I wanted about 6 to 8 inches away from your face and pointed right at you.
I usually go 2 fists like that.
2 fists?
Yeah.
Double,
right at
yeah, there
You
you
guys
go.
just hear the same dick jokes every time someone has to do this?
We try.
Yeah.
It works. It
We
works.
encourage it.
How's that? Is that pretty okay?
Yeah, it works. Oh, yep.
I'm just
How about you? Are you on? Are you
I'm
on?
on.
I'm worried it's going to interfere with my ability to pet the dog.
Oh, well, that's okay. if you pat your hands, she might
Jump right up.
And once you
Nice.
start, you can't stop. It's like Pringles, you know.
I'm into
I
it.
mean, you once you start petting her, she will not leave you alone.
I'm going to crack this to
Which
yours.
is
into
cool
it.
because she's an angel.
Ale.
What are we drinking? What's the beverage
It's
of
an
the
IPA.
Dusty
I actually
Futon today?
work for the brewery.
Oh, you do?
Really?
Nice.
Nice.
Plug.
Plug. That's Matt.
Yeah, but
Plugged it.
Oh,
Actually, we can't talk about it. I signed a non-media disclosure agreement.
that will be edited out.
No
Fucking
joke?
around.
that'll be edited right out of that. thing.
You're seriously not allowed to like talk
Yeah,
to it to
I
anything?
can't like promote or.
What if you're like at an event and like a YouTube person comes up to you and is like, hey,
Nope.
whoa, that's weird.
I know.
Can we talk about you not being able to talk about it
Yes,
and just not
that
mention?
we can talk about.
Okay, cool. Because I think most of that we can
It's
use.
like Fight Club.
You know what? I might even just beep the brand name.
There you
Oh,
go.
that'd
Just
be
keep
sick.
it rolling.
There
Okay.
you go.
Anyway, that was Matt, by the way, who was a guest today, a guest of the guests, so to speak.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
The guest today
We
being
played
Never
quite a bit
Pass
of music
Go.
in the past together, so
Oh, that's
he's
fun.
yeah. We've been
Awesome.
in bands, and
We'll get
he's
to that.
always been there.
Let's talk about who we are and who we have here in the studio with us today. Never Pass Go is back with us. Welcome back. And congratulations, I have to say, to all of you surviving the year of the death of musicians, 2016.
Oh my God, that was horrible.
Barely made it.
From what I hear, just more people will just die this year. It'll just be.
Well, we already
Oh
lost
yeah,
a
no.
couple.
Yeah, somebody. What's his name? Trucks. One of the founding members of the Allman Brothers. I
Yeah.
guess, committed
Oh,
suicide
really?
right in front of his ex-wife. Or
Yep.
something.
Derek, was it Derek Trucks?
No,
not
it was
Derek.
something
It
was,
else, Roxy.
Buddy.
was she his ex-wife before as well, or just now?
Well, I would figure being an ex-wife means it would be before.
But you know what I mean.
This is actually my future ex-wife.
It truly just blew my mind right now.
That's what he said.
Whoa! All right, moving on. We have Never Pass Go back in the studio.
And we got Kevin, and we've
Yes.
got Aaron, the sometimes bass player, back with us today.
And sometimes vocalist.
Yes. So we were wondering if he was, and he graced us with his presence. Thank you for coming out, Kevin, of course. And we also have Matt, who's our guest of the guests today.
And within Never Pass Go, there's also Dylan and John, right?
Yeah, occasionally Johnny is more of like a songwriting partner, but he was in that kind of the founding group when we started performing.
All right.
Is
Yeah.
that what he's doing right now, writing songs? He better be writing
He
songs.
probably
if
actually
didn't
is
show up.
legitimately. He's probably sitting down in his garage
Then he's
writing
excused.
songs.
That's
That's
okay.
what he
Hell
does.
yeah.
Keep it up,
Yeah.
Johnny.
I like to hear that.
What about Dylan? What's he up to right now?
He's trying to find a new job, so that's been his. He's been trying to do that for a little while now, and I hope. Actually, he had a good interview recently.
He
so
must
I
be
hope
a
that works
drummer.
out. He is a drummer. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. I reconcile
Yeah.
with that.
No,
as well,
he's an
so.
amazing fucking drummer. Like
Yeah.
really great drummer.
He's like, I can't afford to live because I have to afford drums.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Yes, that is an expensive hobby, being a drummer for sure.
Well, not one.
Your podcast should just be you playing drums, like no music, just drums.
Don't encourage
Big
him.
Jon on drums.
He thinks he's a drummer, but he's got like a banjo and like things up on here. I'm not sure
You
what
can't
he
drum a
is.
banjo, man.
No,
I do.
he's a
It looks like a
cajonist.
snare, I
Is
mean.
that a
That is a
word?
cajon. Yeah, I don't know if cajonist is a word, but that's
Well, I
kind
just coined it right
of
now.
sounds kind of dirty.
You're a cajonist. Yeah, it's like if you're a cajonist, you have to have like a green dot marked
Well,
on your house in the maps, you know, and you have to tell your
Cajon
neighbors.
means the box.
I'm a cajonist before you move in, you know.
What do the dials do?
They're not dials. They're like snares.
Oh,
You sit on it.
yeah. I figured. I didn't know. Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
you just tighten it up. I gotcha.
Yeah,
Did you know
you-
about that?
You've never seen one of those?
You're a drummer.
Obviously not a well-informed good one.
It's not something that you would really see like a arena band, you know, a guy
No,
sitting
no.
on the
I see a lot of
back
Irish
cajon,
pub
you know?
like style artists
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
a drummer who just sits on that and just kind of taps away.
Well, you also see this on the beach a lot. You know, at
Yeah.
the
Like-
boardwalks.
Like
guys
people
will
have
do
thrown
this
them away.
No.
That's what that was. I've burned many of those things. Thinking it was firewood.
Oh.
Hey, look at this old box. Let's burn it.
Smash it.
Well, that's why it's called a cajon. It's just a box.
Espanol.
No.
Cajon actually means drawer. Fun fact of the day.
Or box.
Are you serious?
It does, yes.
It means drawer
the
or box.
So
Yeah.
El Cajon means the cajon or the drawer.
Yeah.
The cajon. You passed Spanish. All right, moving on.
I always thought it was just box.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's what I thought it was.
No, it just
too.
smells like that.
Oh. What?
Next week on Speaking Espanol with the Dusty Futon.
What the hell? Wait. All right. We're going back to music here. Now, we're here about your album. Is it an EP that you just dropped?
Yeah. It's a little 6-track EP. 5-track EP.
5,
Yeah.
And it's called Boy Become a Man.
Yeah.
And you can get it for $5 on neverpassgo.bandcamp.com. Now, first thing I noticed about this is you have a song called Bar Patron 1
Yes.
at the beginning, and then you have a song called Bar Patron 2 at the end.
Yes.
So first, okay,
I thought those were track numbers for a while.
No.
They leave those in there?
Those are very intentionly.
yeah,
named.
they're intentionally there. So
see how that
what we're
goes.
going to do right now is we're going to listen to Bar Patron 1, and then we'll go on from there. So I'm going to start that right now. Excuse me.
That's how the track starts.
Gonna make you laugh all night, make you wish that you could stay. Gonna guide you down a road that turns one way. We're a family by choice, refugees and runaways. Let's meet up here at the bar for the end of the day. It's the end of the day.
Okay, so Bar Patron 1.
I like that drumming.
Which one
in
of
the
you is
background.
it?
That's Dylan.
That's
That's
No,
Dylan.
no one that is
I had a
here.
feeling. So I had a feeling it was going to be one of you guys. And it's fitting that a song about Dylan wouldn't even feature Dylan because it's an acoustic. He's drinking. He's obviously patroning at the bar.
So this song actually goes kind of back to Santee where I grew up, and I would usually go to, there's one specific bar I used to go to, and I got to know most of the people that actually worked there as a bartender for a little bit, and then I became a patron over the years because I still had friends that worked there.
That's where you met Dylan from his parents.
Actually,
right?
shit. Wow, that's impressive. You must have listened to the last podcast? Or
Yeah, no,
okay.
from last episode.
Yeah, a little timid. This guy, I would like to claim that he remembers everything. He just does his homework really well.
That's even
Yeah.
more impressive.
That's
I
no
remember
shit.
the
Yeah.
weirdest things
I thought about
about it.
listening to it to make sure I didn't repeat anything, and I just did. So.
Who cares?
Yeah. But anyway, got to know a lot of people there, and that's kind of, this song is about just the good times we had there, and the kind of fun feel of a bar where you get to know people and just kind of cool, and just sit around, talk shit, have some beers, and good old time.
That's why you go to a bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Why I go to a bar anyway.
Exactly.
Make you laugh all night, make you wish that you could stay. Gonna guide you down a road that turns one way. We're a family by choice, refugees and runaways. Let's meet up here at the bar for the end of the day. Tonight I think I'll stay.
And then you strike off 2 Roman candles.
That's a hell of an exit to a bar. Yeah, just walk out the door with 2 fucking fireworks.
That's how I
blasting.
got kicked out of a bar once. They don't let me back in there anymore.
I hung out at that bar once.
It's a cool little bar. Well, it's not there anymore. So
What bar is that though?
It was Ye Village Inn in
Can I
Santee.
tell the
Okay.
Mushroom Steve story?
If you want to, sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds
So-
interesting.
so-
Pull the mic a little closer.
Come closer, children. We're going to hear the story
So
of Mushroom.
maybe all 3 of us, and maybe not all 3 of us, all used to be in a different band together, and we would ask. We would talk about mushrooms sometimes, like psychedelic mushrooms, and Kevin was always like, "There's this guy, Mushroom Steve, at the bar. He can get them." And we're like, "Yeah."
That's what everyone at the bar joked around in it because
Wait,
they would.
I'm
You go
telling
ahead. You go ahead.
all right.
Go ahead.
story, man. Yeah, so Mushroom Steve, and we're always like, "Oh, ask Mushroom Steve," and Kevin's like, "I'm not gonna ask." Kevin's a straight lace. He's not gonna ask for that kind of stuff for us degenerates.
I wouldn't use straight lace to define Kevin,
Yeah.
but I get your point. Go on.
So we go to the bar. We're at the bar one day, and he's like, Kevin leans over to me. He's like, "Hey, psst." I'm like, yeah, man, what's up? He's like, that guy right there, that's Mushroom Steve. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, Kevin, ask him. And Kevin leans over to Mushroom Steve and's like, hey, my friends were trying to procure, like, maybe if you have any mushrooms, psychedelics.
They're just curious.
And then Mushroom Steve looks at Kevin and he's like, I'm a produce salesman. What do you think I do?
This whole fucking time I thought he was like this mushroom drug dealer. But it turns out he legitimately just sells mushrooms for a living to produce.
That
vendors.
is
It was magic.
Wow.
It was better than actually getting mushrooms.
And that's,
What a trip, man.
that's where songs like Bar Patron 1 come from. You just end up laughing your ass off at a bar over silly shit like that.
Well, you bookend your EP with a Bar Patron #2.
Yes, yeah.
So tell me about that song. We're not going to play that one.
Yeah, you don't have to. But so after the bar closed, it was kind of hard for me to find, a place that had that same kind of, environment where
everybody knows
the cliche kind of Cheers environment, and also just kind of every once in a while you end up in a situation where you're stuck at a bar because you've been drinking too much and you're looking around, you don't really recognize anyone, your friends have left you and you're just like, shit, this is a fucked up situation, the sun hasn't even gone down, you're already going to start blacking out. So that's kind of where Bar Patron 2 comes in. It's just kind of like the other end of the stick where
So you actually put
you're
some
not
thought-
having a good time at a bar.
You actually put some thought into the crafting of the CD.
Yes,
So
yeah.
you bookended the EP with 2 different songs.
Yeah.
So. Well, and the CD's named "Boy Becomes a Man," not becomes, but "Boy Become a Man."
Forgive me for being a troll here, but there's no comma.
I know.
There.
Yeah.
So I'm confused. It almost sounds like "boy become a man."
Originally there was a comma, and then when I got the album art from our friend, he omitted the comma, and I just rolled with it. But I think that without the comma, it kind of sounds like a command almost, like boy, like you were saying, boy become a man.
Boy become a man.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know why.
Go
I
ahead
have
and
to
give
say
a
it in
plug for the
Southern
album art. Who did your album art?
So Greg Oler, he was in a band. Is he still doing the guys? From
Yeah,
OV?
he's in a band called the Fuzz Junkies.
Yeah.
Fuzz Junkies.
And he did the other.
Yeah.
He did the other album.
He's also a
art, too.
tattoo artist. He does amazing art.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I really like the art that he did on Death Walks Into a Bar.
Yes,
with,
yes.
The crazy
Yeah, he did both of
T-Rex
those.
mosh pit.
Yep.
Speaking of Death Walks Into a Bar, you said something about one of your favorite tracks off.
Well,
of
yeah, I
that
mean, I was
album.
listening to that on the way down here, just getting back into the swing of things, and the one that I liked a lot was Fast Crowd.
Oh yeah, that's a
That
fun
was
one.
a fun
And
one.
we didn't play
jam.
that on the episode.
No, we didn't. Last time we played Green Man and we played Watch Out.
Are you okay if we play that?
Sure,
track?
sure. Yeah.
Let's take a blast of the past of your previous album, which is still available on Bandcamp at neverpassgo.bandcamp.com for purchase. You can go check that one out. And this is the song.
That's it. Yeah, he's got some shredding drums on this particular album. He really stands out.
You should join the background.
Listen to those drums, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I picture him like at the end of the song just setting the mic down, turning around in his seat and throwing up just from exhaustion.
Yeah, he was
You
working
another
that
one?
hard.
He's like, hold on.
He's working that
Regulating
cymbal hard.
himself.
Yeah. And almost all the drums that Dylan did, it was almost all first and second take. Like it was all just, he had it down. He's like clockwork. Yeah.
He better be like clockwork because timing is his job.
Timing is
That's right.
everything.
Yeah, that's right. But I love that song, man.
No, that is.
Yeah, that's a nice upbeat one.
And there's a big difference between that EP and this EP.
Yeah. I wanted an acoustic EP that kind of like emphasized vocals and songwriting, because I think a lot of times, especially when I play live, I was getting a lot of feedback from people saying like, we really like the music, but like we can't hear jack shit, like no one can hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do an acoustic EP to kind of emphasize, songs that I could perform live, they would still carry through, and like the lyricism might actually,
That's one of the characteristics of punk that people don't understand, because it does tend to be difficult to hear the lyrics in punk.
Yeah, especially when you're in like a small bar that's like a box and everything's reverberating and echoing, and you can't turn up the the mics any louder because it's gonna get feedback. So,
but yeah, so you go acoustic on this. And how long have you been playing acoustic guitar, playing guitar period?
So I started when I was 19. I'm 33 now. So yeah, quite some time, 12 years.
You should be better.
I should be better.
12 years.
I'm 33 too.
You
Yeah.
started when you were 19.
Yeah,
And you went to 33.
yeah.
That's 14.
14. Oh shit, yeah, yeah.
That's okay.
Sorry, the half a beer.
I don't
jacked me
expect
up.
you to be a mathematician. So.
Wow, that's kind of pretty sad.
I mean, I don't want to bring up the fact that you may or may not teach math, but
I don't teach math. No, I don't.
Are you a teacher? Are you a math teacher?
No, I'm a
What
STEM
is it
teacher.
that you do here?
Yeah.
No, let's not talk about that.
Let's get back to the album. So again, you went an acoustic path, and where did the feel for Boy Become a Man?
Yeah, so something about becoming like a early 30s kind of young adult, I guess. I still don't feel like I'm completely an adult. And I think there's a lot of, post 2008 crash shit that kind of fucked everyone's life up and made them kind of unable to become successful in life for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people have the same kind of feeling, like they reached their 30s, but
So bomb.
like we all reached our 30s, but we're not like, walking around with, babies in arm and, necessarily having a house to live in or anything like that. So there's been like, it's a lot of attitude I hear from people like, when are you guys going to grow up type thing. And I think we're gradually doing that, but it's taken a little bit longer than I think most people are accustomed to.
Well, a lot of people, when they listen to music, especially when it comes to punk, they think 18, 19-year-old, you got your hair down, you're disobedient, you're not doing what your parents want you to do, and you're just lashing out. But when you become in your 30s, you start honing your qualities, you start honing your skills, like your songwriting and your performance. And one of the things about you is your voice when you sing is a lot higher than the voice when you're talking. So it's hard to see that split there. But now, when it comes to you're talking about the tough growing up, is the album art indicative of what you're talking about?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that you? Is that a picture of you on the?
No, I mean, I never had a mohawk, and I don't know. It's no, not really. When I drew it, it definitely didn't look like me. And then when I sent it off, and he definitely made some edits, it looks a lot less like me than it ever did. So it wasn't intentional to even try and duplicate me. I don't know.
I was going to say you have a really nice purse. If that is,
It's a beautiful purse.
It's not a purse. Yeah, it's a
satchel.
bag.
It's a satchel.
It's a merce.
It's a laptop bag.
it's the brosier.
That's actually the first thing almost everyone says when they see the album. Like, why the fuck does that guy have a purse?
I love that the tag, it says Cattle Corp.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
That was actually the artist's decision. I kept it in there. I liked it. Yeah.
Could I say the album cover actually looks a little bit like the cover for Making a Murderer? So I was wondering if you're trying to tell us something. Do you black out at E Village Inn and you're trying to say you're a man mad now because you killed someone?
Maybe.
Whoa.
Subconsciously, that's what
I
I'm.
never
yeah.
thought about that.
You've cracked the case.
I wouldn't be
Dang
that
it, we were gonna
surprised
save
if
that for the
Kevin
third
was a
episode.
serial killer. If that just came out one day.
You know, it's great that serial killers can't hide among us without knowledge.
Yeah.
So that's really good to know.
Serial killers have rights too, bro. This is America.
Well, either way, boy, become a man. Let's check out that song. That's the lead title, the track title. I can't talk.
Title track.
What are you trying to say,
Big Jon?
I'm dyslexic. It's the title track of Never Pass Go's newest EP, Boy, Become a Man.
This dog. Selfie with this dog.
Sounds good.
Realization came over me. I suck at no shit that I don't wanna be. Keep your job, get my own plan. Your bigger paycheck does not make you a man. Get the boy, become a man. If you swim through shallow shit to learn to stand. Yeah, the boy, oh, he's gonna drown. Gotta grow up fast or move from his hometown. Asphyxiation setting in. Had to grow up, move out with his friends. He's got no plan, no turning back. Now he's on his own path, a guitar in a backpack. Boy, become a man. If he swims through shallow shit to learn to stand. Oh, the boy, yeah, he's gonna drown. Gotta grow up fast or move from his hometown.
The breakdown here.
This is when he becomes a man.
This is it. This is the
Right
moment.
now, at this moment. Here it comes, here it comes.
Whoa, these pipes are clean.
Jumping from a man in my pants right now.
Is having your first wet dream considered becoming a man?
33, it's about time.
That's a fun song, man. I like that. It definitely tells a story.
And they slightly involved Dylan in this one. Or it was like, hey, Dylan's not here, but he left his drum kit or his snare in the backseat of my car.
Hold on.
Bonus track.
Yeah. No, in all sincerity, that song was kind of written just about like Dylan's kind of whole generation, because I see a lot of kids who are coming out of high school and college, and it's like, what the fuck do you tell a kid to even try to do?
Yeah, nobody told them this was going to happen.
Yeah.
No, they don't know shit.
Everything's going to be okay. Everything,
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's not lilies and flowers
Happy
like
as long
they
as you
were
are
Not at
expecting.
all. Not at
Yeah.
all. I forgot what I was going to say. It's fucking beer, man.
We didn't get taught that.
This
weird
is
kids.
potent beer.
This is strong stuff.
I can't even do math anymore.
I don't even like IPAs that much. But
You
this
should-
one's not that
33
bad.
minus
You
19 is
you
fucking
listeners at
impossible.
home should drink this non-named beer.
Yeah, you guys should try this. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's
That's
beer.
like the inspiration to the next name of my home brew is going to be anti-math.
Anti-math. Alternative math.
Is that like alternative facts?
That's a new thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a new. I can't tell if you guys are saying math or meth. To be honest, I
Hey
can't.
man, me either.
I
Math,
can't.
pH, dude. It's arithmetic.
God, I'm tired already.
Wake up, dude.
Well, it's just damn beer. It's so good.
Can I just bring up the fact that yet again I am here and there is not a futon?
Yes, you can. You can.
Couch is Futon S.
They're free on Craigslist like every
I
day.
mean, like you could literally get a futon. I think I saw one driving up the alley.
It's
maybe they just upgraded. Maybe
was
that's
very-
their. Maybe that is the
It was
futon, and
very
they just
dusty.
upgraded this lovely leather couch.
you're living. Yeah, you're sitting on a leather couch and complaining.
I know.
It's a nice
come on.
couch. Don't get me wrong.
It's not even my.
If your
couch.
podcast was called Nice Couch, I mean, sure.
But see, that doesn't conjure up the feeling I want. It doesn't. It doesn't make it.
No, I got you. I got you.
It doesn't work.
doesn't roll off the tongue. Doesn't really paint a
Here,
good picture.
leather
you know.
couch. Welcome to the leather couch.
Although maybe
Yeah.
if you
See,
did
that
say
sounds-
nice couch, maybe people would actually want to come on. Like, you know.
Welcome to the nice couch. What does that mean? What imagery does that conjure up? I'm scared.
It's the big comfy couch. No, we can't do that.
Oh, so This album, Boy Become a Man, came out in September. You released it. Are you doing any type of mini tour with it? Are you going to play a lot of places or anything?
So lately what I've been doing is I've been trying to get artists to come to San Diego. I had an artist come all the way from France on tour, and he came through. Forrest Spooky was his name. He played with Jared Stinson from Sick Waiting, and we were over at Rosie O'Grady's, and we've been doing an acoustic revolt there, usually every other month or so, and that's kind of been the kind of area where I've been trying to grow things in San Diego for the whole acoustic scene. I've been trying to at least create some kind of platform where artists on tour can make a couple extra dollars playing an acoustic venue, if they happen to be in town on a time when Rosie's has a night available. Mm-hmm. So we've got one coming up actually this weekend, which actually I don't know when this will air. Yeah. But there's a huge one. I actually just found out this morning, Brian McPherson, who's an amazing acoustic artist, very political. He's going to be coming May 6th to Rosie's to play. So that's going to be a huge
He was
show.
banned from Disneyland.
Yeah. No, he was banned from the House of Blues at Disney when he was on tour with Dropkick Murphy because his music was too political for them. So House of Blues, a rock venue, would not let him play because his music was too political.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of like a landmark, and almost a dream of mine to like be kicked out of Disneyland or something like that.
Well, it's easy to get kicked out of Disneyland. All you got to do is
just
drop
steal
your
something.
pants. Oh, well, sorry.
Well, they just never caught me,
We went two completely different ways. Drop your pants or steal something. Either way.
Steal some guy's pants.
So what else do you got coming up in terms of Never Pass Go?
So I think right now we're going to try and regroup and start doing some more full band stuff, but I think it depends on a couple other factors. I think I'll be finished with school pretty soon, and I can start focusing on music again. So looking forward to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of moving forward with music, you've got your friend Matt here.
Yes.
Hi, Matt.
Yes.
Scoot on over to the mic a little bit.
Hello, everyone.
So you don't have anything recorded yet, from what I understand, right?
No, just working on a couple different projects with two different friends. One as a full band, acoustic bass, and I'm on drums on just hi-hat and snare, kind of stripped down, kind of violent femsy style. And then I'm just playing acoustic with another friend. But we're writing originals. We'll be getting something going soon, and be asking for your contact from Kevin and come on and do the same thing once I have some tracks for you.
They played the Black Cat?
Black Cat last week.
Yeah, we just
I
played
still haven't heard a band name yet.
Core Tracks.
Core Tracks, sorry. Yeah, I probably should have said
I kept hearing we. Who is we?
You guys didn't know? Kevin didn't brief you?
Well,
Come on, Kevin. That's Kevin's fault if anything.
It is 100% my fault.
This is
not an
Matt
area.
from Core Tracks, people. You should know this.
Matt Tracks.
Matt Tracks. Who else is in your band?
Corey, he played in a bunch of
Breaker.
San Diego bands called Breaker 19er, Die September, Scribble, now Core Tracks.
You're forgetting the most important one.
Oh, yeah.
Was he in a
Associated
band
Press
with
that we
everyone
played in.
here except for me?
Yeah, that's a good point. I almost forgot about that band. And a band called the Associated Press, which I played with Aaron in as well. So that's kind of just us going forward and just having fun. Playing some music, not taking anything too seriously, taking free drink tokens at the bar.
Yep.
So
You know what? That's what I love about this scene is it's so incestuous. As an artist told me earlier that there's just a lot of inbreeding with the bands. You intermix, tweak it up, and everything. So like literally this time next year, you all could be in the same band, or you all could be in completely different bands and not even play together anymore.
It's more than likely.
I think both of those things already happened.
Just now, while we were talking.
Yeah.
It's kind of like sleeping
That
around,
fast.
like eventually two bands will hang out with one another and one will contract another player. Like, oh man, dude, your band totally got Kevin. Yeah.
Those poor bastards.
Your drummers in like 7 bands. Like, what happened, man?
I never had that problem, and it sounds like it's a good problem to have as a musician.
Yeah, it's a fun problem to have, I guess. You meet a lot of people that way.
Speaking of politics, your guy you were talking about politics, you actually wrote a political song called "It's a Trap."
Yeah.
And
I thought that was about Star Wars.
I was going to say.
Yeah, it's a very yeah.
I thought so
That's
too.
a shout out to Craig Science right there from Bingo. He always used to say it's a trap every time we played Bingo.
I like that in your world, that's not a Star Wars reference. That's
It's a Craig Science reference.
It will always be a Star Wars reference in my mind.
You know what?
Yeah, obviously.
I can't change mine on that either. So, but for right now, let's take a listen to
I'm just going to tell myself it's about Star Wars.
Okay. Well, it's political.
When does the Dusty Death Star podcast start?
Once they start building the third one again.
We'll leave that one to the resident expert.
We're still trying to figure out how to not make a small, tiny flob that a Rebel Assault can come in and destroy it.
Whoa, spoilers, man. Come on, I gotta catch up.
It's happened three times already, man. We tried it on a fucking planet, and it still didn't work. Jesus.
What's the symbol on your hat? I recognize that from
Star
somewhere.
Wars.
I'm fucking with you, man. I know what it is.
I was about to slap you. Jesus.
You know what? I love the
Dead
fact
to me.
that he said third one once they build the third one,
Once they build the third one.
because that's the only way you know that is to know that there was one before the Death Star is if you actually pay attention to the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I paid very much.
I caught that
like a
reference.
pathetic amount.
Well,
of
hold on.
time spent
Back it
watching
up.
Star
Anyone
Wars.
who buys a hat knows the movies.
There was a Death Star before the Death Star?
Yeah, there was a Death Star Mini.
When? Where? Ooh.
Death Star Mini.
There was a Death Star Mini.
Death Star Nano. They
Nano
called
Death
it,
Star.
You know?
Yeah.
Apple made it.
It was the first one before the big one. Didn't it implode? What happened to the first one?
They both blowed up. Dude.
But when did they reference? When? What?
It wasn't in a movie.
We
They just
can-
mentioned it.
Oh.
It was like one line that was mentioned.
Oh, really?
Oh, is that when they said, "Hey, remember that time we made a mini Death Star, man, and it blew up"?
Yeah, man, that was wild.
I think that's when Jar Jar was smoking weed.
I remember that part. You're right.
Touche.
Now let's listen to It's a Trap. He never passed.
Always comes back to Star Wars.
Man, I love this dog.
What is
It's a trap, don't let them draw you in. It's a decade-long smoke screen of sin. They'll tell you it's democracy, well, the rise have used hypocrisy. Cause red first blue makes dollar signs, now the green and green just corrupt their lives. So let's burn it up. Piss on the ashes of this institution. They used to shackle us, now the renaissance. They're to inspire the kind of violence we feel inside. Whoa, whoa, the violence inside. Whoa, whoa.
I feel like I should be riding a horse. Listening to this song.
It does have a kind of horsey kind of feel to it.
It does, you know, like riding a horse.
The population dies distressed. The left and right exacerbate
Big Jon's from the
these
eavesdrop.
problems that they both create as our country sways
Can't hear you.
from the
We were talking about how this
same
beer that we can't talk about is
Really good.
Dos
Yeah,
Corazones.
and it's potent.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't drink much anymore, so I'm like
Me
half
either.
drunk already.
Yeah.
It's not even done with the beer yet. You can come over anytime you want, Matt.
The kind of violence we feel inside. Whoa, whoa, the violence inside. Whoa, whoa, can't stop the violence. Can't stop the violence. You can't stop the violence inside.
So I guess I can't stop the violence inside.
You cannot. No.
No.
It's impossible.
So, what was the inspiration for that song?
I think, well, I don't want to get like crazy political on everyone, but
don't.
I think that the lack of options that everyone was talking about for this most recent election kind of fueled a lot of kind of just frustration with the political system in general. And
It was a tough choice.
it was it was more
really
than a tough
tough
choice.
choice.
It was
like
for
trying to
me it
pick-
was an easy choice because I didn't vote for either of those idiots. But like for a lot of other people, it was a difficult choice because
Do you
if
wanna
they
cut
they
your
knew
hand
that
off or your
they knew
foot
that they
off?
were selling themselves out for like voting almost against the alternative, the other candidate that they
Do I
didn't
want
want
to
to
put
win.
the fork in the top
Yeah.
socket or the bottom socket? You know what I mean?
And the fact that our political system has kind of led itself to this point where it's just the lesser of the two evils is
So it's more
pretty
like
much the root of the problem.
It's more of it seems more like an anti-political song more than anything. Like you're against politics, against it. It's a trap. Anything political is a trap.
Yeah, I would say that falling into that kind of mentality where you just believe that you have to vote for one of those two candidates. I'm a huge advocate of third-party voting, so that's kind of what I was getting at. That's
It definitely does kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It helps people kind of go to more extremes on either side, and I think it does, like you said, it kind of creates a divide, right?
It's very
Yeah,
divisive.
And people
this
are
type of,
definitely starting to kind of split a lot.
well, before we lose all of our listeners,
Hey.
let's move on.
exactly. Yeah.
Let's move on to okay. So we can find your album at neverpassgo.bandcamp.com, and this is an EP. But you're talking about gathering the band back together, or maybe working on something else.
Yeah. This summer's coming up. I mean, it's rapidly approaching, so I think this summer we'd like to try and get back in the studio and try and write some new stuff. And
Make sure and let us know so we can
Yeah.
hit you up on that. Well, so where else can people find you?
all the typical places. I think Reverb Nation, SoundCloud.
Facebook.
Yeah. I have a Google site, so if you search sites.google.com/sites/neverpassgo.com.
Can we all agree that
There's an extra com
Bandcamp's
there,
like
sorry.
the best thing ever though for listening to bands? Like it's just so simple and like
It
no
truly is, because you can
BS.
listen to the tracks, and a lot of bands will put their album up there for donations only.
Yeah.
And so it's a great place to find new music and to find new bands, and especially in San Diego area, there's a lot of bands up on there. So definitely go and check that out.
That's the go-to. I tell everyone to go to Bandcamp. I mean, I have a website and everything, but I just go to Bandcamp.
We'll
It's
put
easier.
links up on our website as well.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
DustyFuton.com. No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, DustyFuton.com at Facebook. We're also on Facebook.
And I'm hoping Aaron and I will be recording a new music video pretty soon.
Ooh. Aaron's
Yeah,
very
sure.
quiet
Yeah.
about
Looks
that.
confused.
Yeah. We just talked
We
about this
have new music?
like an hour ago. No?
I don't remember.
Just spit beer on my mic.
You were showing off all your skills on Final Cut Pro, and I was like,
I got some skills, people.
Yeah, he does have some skills.
You got
Legit.
skills?
He can make two
To
dogs.
pay the bills.
Oh my God, I seriously I spit beer. That was so funny to me. I had just taken a swig of beer. Now my mic smells like beer.
Beer smells like a microphone.
Yeah, it's like a fucking Elton John song. Or Billy Joel, whatever.
Oh, God.
I just sucked beer.
I won't tell Billy you said
Did you see
that.
Billy Joel on that new Kevin James show on TV?
No, I
No.
I don't know. He's on a new show and Billy Joel was on it. It was cool.
didn't. It was cool.
It was good.
Shaking the beer
You
out
should
of
check it out.
Matt, what's the name of your band again?
Core Tracks.
Tracks?
And another project that I'm just playing acoustic with my buddy John. No name yet, but hopefully we'll be playing an acoustic revolt soon. Or,
I like the
some
name
other
My
shows.
Buddy John.
Yeah,
My buddy
That's a
John.
good
Hey,
name.
shit, that is a good name.
You just
I'm
named
not,
his
I'm
band.
not kidding. I
Yeah.
like that name, My Buddy John.
If you've never, I mean, honestly, I play guitar with quite a few people, and John is a fucking amazing guitarist.
Yeah.
Definitely like one of the top 3 guitarists I'll ever play with in my life.
That's why I play with him, because I'm terrible, and he makes me sound good by proxy. So
your rhythm to his
I
lead.
play a mean rhythm, and just let him do his thing.
Do you have a website or a
Oh, yeah.
Bandcamp or Facebook or anything?
We
It's
barely
in the
have
works.
3 original songs. So once we get to 4 original songs, maybe we'll start
Sounds
start
good.
recording.
Yeah,
And
we'll record it, bring them over here, and we'll get you on an episode that you can share out.
Two's a couple, three's company, four's a set.
I'll promise not to bring any of this beer
No, please.
next time we come back.
We'll just,
Bring some Coors Light, man.
we'll just
safer.
Pour it into mini cups. And,
I can do
share
math on
one.
Coors Light.
I think anybody could do math. I mean, math on Coors Light. I have a hearing problem. I guess it's because I have the headphones
No,
on.
you just used to live in East County too long.
That's
all.
true.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
It's a trap.
There was something else we were going to talk about. Oh, NAMM.
NAMM. Oh, you went to NAMM, motherfucker.
You guys at NAMM at all? Any of you guys went to NAMM?
Like Viet?
Oh, you mean I just found out what this is because apparently
Wait, hold on a second. What did you just say?
Viet?
Vietnam.
No, not Nam. NAMM.
Yeah.
No, I
Pronounced
wasn't.
that way too.
I wasn't there.
My girlfriend's father was in a band like years ago, and he was talking at Thanksgiving about how like he was talking about Nam and Nam this, and I was like, he's not old enough to have been in. I was thinking Nam too, and I was trying to figure out what the hell he's talking about, and then I realized he kept mentioning like seeing other artists, and I was like, this has to be some kind of music convention. Finally, I asked, there's the thing in LA every year, right?
Yeah, it's Anaheim.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you
Anaheim,
thought you were
yes.
going to a music convention and then you were just in Vietnam during the war? That would suck.
Yeah, right?
Why don't they hold Nam in Nam?
Nam and Nam.
Nam and
Or
Nam.
Nom and Nam.
Make it a
Nom
whole
and
lot
Nam.
easier.
Anyway, it's a giant a giant trade show for music merchants. It's a National Association of Music Merchants. They've been around since 1901. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, they've been around for a while, but they've been doing the trade shows for I think 30, 40 years, something like that. And they do one in Anaheim. That's the biggest one with the Anaheim Convention Center. And they do one down on the East Coast somewhere. I want to say it's Nashville, maybe in the summer, and it's a lot smaller. But the one here in Anaheim is huge. Like they get over 100,000 people, and they've got like 7,000 brands represented there, different products everywhere, from microphones to DJ equipment to drums to marching band equipment.
Yeah,
to
it's like Marshall, Shure, all the big,
Oh,
the
cool.
big brands, the
Yeah,
small brands,
yeah.
everything.
and they all have their like whoever they have contracts with. They do like little side stage
Oh, yeah.
performances,
Yeah.
real intimate settings from what I've heard.
It's like
I
the
actually-
Fred
It
Hall
sounds like a
show
great time.
for musicians.
It's really, really fun. I actually did a lot of that. I was there the whole weekend with the magazine that I write for called Backstage360.com. It's all about the music as well. And I did a lot of interviews with a lot of artists. So it was a really, really fun event. So if you've never been, it's every year up at the Anaheim Convention Center. So make sure and check it out.
What time of year?
It's always it's
recently,
always
right? Wasn't it
January.
like yeah, it was like
2 weekends ago.
I think Will from Western Settings or someone had a lanyard with a thing on it recently.
Yeah.
You get a cool like Comic-Con pass,
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a lot of fun. So, alrighty, guys. Well, thank you guys for taking the time to come down and chill with
No,
us.
thank
here.
you guys. Thank you guys. We have a great
Thanks.
time every time. So
Yeah. Again, definitely. A
Yeah,
second
2 for
time.
2, guys.
And again,
2
go
for 2.
out-
I love it.
And yep, awesome dog too.
Oh,
Best
Roxy.
dog.
Angel.
Yeah, she's not humping anything now, so that's good.
All right, anyway, but yeah, go check out Never Pass Go on all the social media sites. You got Bandcamp to listen to their music, buy their album. It's so cheap. I mean, it costs
$5.
Yeah,
It's 6 songs, right?
I spent more than that on the Taco Bell coming here today.
Yeah.
Did you get the naked taco?
And I tell you, I did. It
So
was
good?
oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
right?
It's
that's
the best thing that they've come out with ever. They should
Yeah.
just not even go like In-N-Out Burger, just eliminate everything else off the menu and just
Yeah.
make it the naked.
One
chili
naked
potato.
I like that 7-layer burrito though.
Fuck that.
I like the double decker.
I liked it for the
Supreme.
first
It
5
gives me
layers.
7-layer feces.
Well, see, I have them lighten one of the layer and add chicken. But would you?
The cops are here.
Oh shit! All right, we gotta shut this baby down. All right, thanks guys again, and we'll definitely hit you up, Matt, when you have some loaded tracks with chord tracks.
Yep.
Loaded recorded tracks with chord tracks, chord tracks, and we got Never Pass Go, and the album is out. It came out in September, so we'll talk to you guys soon.
Sounds good. And thank you for having us. And I look forward to seeing everyone at hopefully our next Acoustic Revolt in May that you can make it to. So May 6th, Brian McPherson, myself, and hopefully a half dozen other amazing artists will be playing acoustic. So come see what it's all about.
Aaron, Matt, you got anything else to plug? Any shows?
My dog has an Instagram. It's Thor the dog of slumber. Just put an underscore under between each word. It'll get you right there. It's pretty good.
He's not joking. It's legit.
I know, that's the sad part. We'll put the That's what makes it
He
funnier.
spends more time on that Instagram than I've spent on the whole fucking album.
Oh my god! You know what? I'm gonna link the feed. I'm gonna link the
Please,
fucking
please
feed.
do.
Have it up on the desk.
I'm gonna put the feed up there. Yeah.
Thor underscore or the dog. Thor the dog of slumber
I'll find
underscore.
it. Just go to dustyfuton.com. You'll find it right there, right on the front page. You'll have this website, and this will be up for until we have our next episode. I don't know yet.
Wait, but if it's out, they're listening to it.
I'm telling you.
Oh, okay.
I like to talk in the microphone. It's fun for me. I can say so many things and do much more.
I got it. I feel you.
You know the power of radio. I'm gonna go into a monologue right now.
Good. All right.
Just kidding. Okay. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna try and get this one out February 2nd.
Cool.
Awesome.
So yeah. Anyway, we'll have all that shit up on the website.
Yeah, well, in that case, we're playing on February 4th also at Rosie O'Grady's. So
All right. I'll
Where's
slide
that?
that one in.
Rosie O'Grady's.
Yep.
All right.
Be there.
All right, guys.
Saturday.
Thanks again.
I don't know why I was trying to clap.